Good morning, Garage Squad. Where to begin? I don't even know where to begin. I've never done this before. I don't even know how long the video is supposed to be. But my name is Tracy Schroeder, and I am submitting this video on behalf of my husband, Mike. And I don't know if you can see the shop up there, but that currently stores his 1968 Chevelle. And that Chevelle has, I think, the best story ever. It's what brought us together 22 years ago. He is my absolute best friend. See, he was diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension last year, which there is no cure for, as well as heart failure and CVID, which he has to have infusions for the rest of his life. He has them every week for the rest of his life. He also has a blood clotting disorder called Factor V, which is everything in combined. It doesn't help his diagnosis and what will ultimately take him from it. When you're in that situation, you create a bucket list. See, my husband has no list. He has one wish, and that's to be back behind the wheel of his car. That car brought us together, but that was so many years ago, and life happened, and he was a machinist making really good money, and unfortunately he was with my father-in-law when he passed, and he was the first person to administer CPR to his own father, and he knew that he wanted to change careers. He wanted to give back and help other people, so he became a firefighter paramedic. That's just the kind of person he was, and still is. Even though his health holds him back, he would still do anything for anyone. And that's why this is so important for me to give back to him. That car. Oh, that car. The story. See, I had a 68 Chevelle. It was my very first car. I bought when I was 16. I bought it from my cousin. And unfortunately, long story short, I no longer had that car because of a dispute with my ex-husband and things that happened. Anyway, I no longer had that car, and it just devastated me. I was out with a girlfriend of mine. We were meeting up with some friends, and I saw this car in the parking lot of a bowling alley. And I told her something in me just, I thought it was my car. I truly thought it was my car. And something in me just told me I had to find out who owned that car. And so I asked every single person in that establishment until I heard the words yes. And I did. And thank you to my brother-in-law. He introduced me to my husband, and, well, even more history. It wasn't my car. It was his, who, he bought it from his brother when he was 16. So, see the connection? And we've been best friends ever since. Well, that was a year ago. And I've lost 1 year that I cannot get back with my husband. We don't know exactly how much time he has left. His heart can fail at any time. And the one wish I want to grant is for him to get back behind the wheel of that car. We just want it road ready, but even road ready and to be safe for him to drive, there's a lot to do. And I think I bit off more than I can chew. And we had some gracious people, family and friends, come together last year and tear it down so we can start rebuilding it. And it's not finished. So this year we had our first fundraiser, which was a success. I will never be able to thank all those people for what they did for us and the support that we were given. But according to my husband, it was just enough to get the chassis and suspension done. So I think it's going to take a miracle. And the more I talk about it, the more I hear everybody say, try Garage Squad, try them, just try it. And for him, who asked of nothing, I'm willing to do anything. And I think it's going to take a miracle, and I'm hoping you guys are my miracle. So here's a short video of last year's teardown, just to get a glimpse of some of the pictures of her. And I really do hope that you consider us for your next rebuild. He means the world to me. And one day I will not have him. But this car has so many memories and so many stories that we would love to tell you them all. Thank you for even taking the time to hear our story. It's the best story. Thanks again. God bless.